Good time zones, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Concord, North Carolina for round number 5 of the Average Joe's Sim Racing League, right here on Sensational TV. I am Mike Taylor up here in the booth calling all the action, and I am super excited to see what these guys can do here for the Monday Night Variety Pack Series as we get ready to turn these cars loose for 85 laps around this very unique oval here in North Carolina. So we are super excited to get things underway here at Concord. Just double checking a couple more of my notes here before we do get things fully underway, as things always change, you know, on a quick base-to-base you know, everything happens all at once, and you know, you never know. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead here, and before we get started today, let's go ahead and take a look here at our championship standings for the Variety Pack Series. Isaiah Adams, he's currently out front with 128 points, but right behind him you got 1 point back to Justin Day with 127 points. Brian Cook with 124 points, who is currently tied with Stephen Blevins for that third spot. Fifth is going to be sorry about that. It's going to be Brian Day with 119 points, 1 point back to him. It's going to be Jason Rushing. Nolan McClure is going to be back with 109 points in that 7th spot. David Forch with 101 points in the 8th spot. And Ryan McClurg and Terrence Murphy will round out your top 10 here in points. Go ahead and give you guys a quick moment to take a look here at your current point standings as we go throughout the rest of the field here. Alrighty, and now let's go ahead and take... Where is my... Well, let's go ahead and take a look here quickly at the weather. It is currently 67 degrees out with the track temperature at 77 degrees. So the track isn't too hot, it's not too terrible. So these guys are going to have a lot of grip down there on this track. Let's go ahead and take a quick look here at our track information. This track here is just shy of a half-mile long. Again, we are in Concord, North Carolina here in the United States. And we are very excited to get things underway here You know, Mike. Help if we did things looking right here. So we are at Concord Motorsports Park. We are going to go for 85 laps here today. They do have only 80% fuel today. They do have the option to change tires, but they only got 3 sets of tires down in the pits. They do got 1 fast repair to their name, and they will have 2 green-white checkers in their arsenal if they decide to use it. Or if they need to use it, I should say. But as of right now, with everything I have seen, this race should be an absolute blast. And I would like to point out a couple of our sponsors here for the Average Joe's Sim Racing League. And their biggest sponsor as we're getting ready to switch over here into qualifying. Let's go ahead and show this right here, ladies and gentlemen. You ever feel that there's more to the story than what you're being told, like ever? Definitely go join Jason, Jamie, Brian, and Jeff as they go down the rabbit hole and, you know, they dive deep into the world's most fascinating conspiracy theories, the hidden histories, and unexplained mysteries, from secret government programs to, well, strange events that never quite add up. Every episode pulls back another layer of the story. So if you love asking questions, connecting the dots, and exploring the unknown, grab your headphones, ladies and gentlemen. Grab your phone, scan that QR code, and start your descent down the rabbit hole. And you can also find them at rabbitholepodcast.com. Head over to YouTube, look them up as well. I have listened to a few of their podcasts already, and man, let me tell you what, it's opened up my eyes to quite a few things. So definitely go check them out. All right, we do, like I said, we do have qualifying underway here. And let's not keep you guys waiting. Let's go ahead and take a look here at Ryan McClurg in that number 43 machine out of Worthington, Kentucky. We also have a couple other drivers here as well, turning some final laps here. Brad G, he's coming out of turn 4 now here to finish up his second lap, and he's going to get his lap time to a 19.220. John Sheen's coming out of turn 4 in his number 1 machine. Not able to catch up to your race leader. Alright, so we have just a handful of drivers left. Jonathan Day, he's still out here circling around in his number 80 Legends machine. Looks like he's just turning laps, so let's go ahead and let's ride on board with him. Oh, squirrely there out of turn 2. Stephen Blevins in that number 51 machine. He's turning his first couple of laps now as he's coming out of turn number 4 to place down his first lap. He's looking to overtake that 17.996. And this lap he will not be able to do it as he puts down a lap time of an 18.429 as he comes down the back straightaway back into turn number 3. Let's see if he can beat Nolan McClurg's lap time. And he will put down a lap time of a 17.963 a last second effort there from Stephen Blevins, but David Forch, he's going to get a faster lap time in with a 17.963. Oh, wait a second. What time did he put down? No, wait. Stephen Blevins with the 17.963. Hey, and I think my system is going a little haywire on me here. One moment, ladies and gentlemen. I thought Forch put down a lap time. Did he not put down a lap time? Hang on. You guys are confusing me now. Okay, so yeah, so David Forch, he put down a lap time of a 17.963. Not sure exactly why it's not updated. There it goes. Now it's updated. And we are now gridding to begin round number 5 of today of Average Joe's Sim Racing League. So let's go ahead and take a look here at your starting lineup. David Forch and Stephen Blevins will share row number 1. Row number 2, it's going to be Nolan McClurg and Justin Day. Row number 3, you got Ryan McClurg and Michael Boyd. Jonathan Day and Stephen Linger will make up row 4. Row number 5, you got Brian Day and Isaiah Adams, your current points leader. Blake Hewlett and Brady Zoller. I apologize about that. John Sheen and Robbie Holzhauser will make up row 7. Row number 8, you got Josh Westendorf with Jay Rushing back in that 8th row. Wayne Graves, Brad G will make up row number 9. Row number 10, you've got Michael Ware with Brian Cook. And 21st, rounding out the field, is going to be Robert Sheen in that 00 machine. As you see these drivers now pulling away here as they begin their first of 2 pace laps around this beautiful circuit. Again, this is a very, very unique circuit. As you see the field coming out of turn number, well, probably turn 2. And we're going to call this turn 3. Because this is shaped very similar to how Pocono is shaped. It is a triangle, so we're just going to do 1, 2, and 3. David Forch, Stephen Blevins, these gentlemen will bring the field to the green flag when they come out of turn number 3 this next time by. Pace car makes that hard left. And we are getting ready to go green for round number 5 of the the Average Joe's Sim Racing League right here on Simsational TV. And we are green flag racing for the first time here today, as it looks like David Forch, he's going to get the better run here out of turn 1 into turn 2, down this straightaway, down into turn 3. As these drivers are trying to make it work all around, as they will rocket themselves out of the front straightaway back into turn number 1. Blevins got to Michael Boyd now on the inside, looking to make some sort of movement. As you see, he will fall back a little bit, and here comes that number 10 machine of Justin Day getting around Blevins, tossing Blevins back to that 5th spot, as we got major racing going on right behind them. But we do got a battle up here for the race lead. David Forch, Nolan McClurg gonna run it out side by side down here into turn number 3, as these two drivers are looking to take over the control of this race. Both of these drivers have been absolutely crazy, and we do got a caution here on the front straightaway. That number 70 machine of Brian Day facing backwards heading into turn number 1. Let's come back here. Let's try to take a look, see what we can see what happened here to Brian Day and that number 70 machine. Just he came up just a little bit, and that just sent him into the outside wall. So very unfortunate there for him, as we ride on board here with Isaiah. Yeah, that 70 machine just looked like he kind of tried to self-clear, but unfortunately didn't get anything with it. But Joshua Westendorf, not exactly sure here what happened. Oh, I don't think he was paying attention there for a moment. But David Forch, he will hold on to the race lead for the moment. Now, as I was saying, I was watching both of these drivers here during practice. You know, David Forch, he was pretty quick, but Nolan McClurg, he is just absolutely on a tear in that number 16 machine. As it looks like we're getting ready to double up here once again, as we're gonna possibly take the 1 to go signal this time. As we look back from David Forch and that number 06 Hooters Legends machine. Yeah, and we will go ahead and double these drivers up now. Alrighty, we are back. Green flag racing here at Concord. David Forch gets out to a very early lead, and that's going to be probably one of the best restarts that you see here out of him. But here comes Nolan McClurg. He's not ready to give up the race lead just yet, as he will go ahead and circle around. We have one car up in the wall. Oh, contact. Hold on to it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not exactly sure who that was that made that contact up in the wall, but we do got one. We got David Forch coming down pit road now. David Forch in that 06 machine, your previous race leader, he's down on pit road, as they will come out of turn 2, head back down to here into turn number 3. Let's watch this battle back here. This is going to be Blake Hewlett, Ryan McClurg, Brian Cook battling it out here for roughly that 9th position, as they will make their way around this speedway here. If you take a look here, all these drivers here running all sorts of different lines around this track, which is absolutely amazing to see. As we are going to go ahead and we're going to jump on board here with John Sheen in that number 1 machine, who's rocking out a Kyle Larson number 5 paint scheme, as he is trying to track down Robert Sheen and Brian Cook directly in front of him. Really great racing right now. These drivers running side by side directly. Oh, we got one car around. That's Robert Sheen in that 00 machine that we were just talking about. And John Sheen, he has issues further up. I really hate to say it, but I believe that right there is a commentator's curse, unfortunately, as we were just talking about these drivers. But let's go ahead, come back here first, take a look here, see what happens to that 00 out of turn number 1 as they come here in turn 2. He just lost it in turn 2, and let's go ahead and quickly jump to John Sheen as he loses it up in turn 3. Alrighty then, we're going to go ahead and get these drivers facing the correct direction. And let's go ahead and jump back here one last time. And oh, it looks like Justin Day also possibly had some troubles in his number 10 machine. I don't know if they were just slowing down to catch the pace car. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. No harm, no foul there. But let's go ahead and come back here. Take a look here at John Sheen. So he had to avoid the spinning Sheen, and then he just lost it heading up into turn number 3 here. Alrighty, so Nolan McClurg in that number 16 machine, he is currently out front, and I believe Forch was able to stay on the lead lap after coming down into the pits. So that's definitely a good break for him, but now he's got to fight all the way back from that 13th spot back to the race lead, as he's got to try to track down Nolan McClurg and Michael Boyd, both who have been absolutely fast here early on in this race. Taking a look over here at chat, BK Carins. Now this is something you can get behind, absolutely. These 1934 Legend cars are an absolute blast to watch, as it looks like we're having a little sort of a radio connectivity issue with Nolan McClurg. Hopefully he can get it all figured out. But we're getting ready to go back green flag racing right here at Concord into the restart zone. Nolan McClurg jumps way out to a very quick early lead as everybody else dives down into turn number 1. The 87 is around. That's Brian Cook. Watch out. The 73 absolutely nowhere to go. And we have a couple more drivers up in the outside wall. That's going to be the 10 in the 00 machine, Justin Day and Robert Sheen. Let's come back here, take a look and see what happened here on this restart. He was right there on the back bumper, and he just lost it out of turn 2. Comes straight down the track in front of that 73. And then Justin Day and the 00 machine, I believe, yeah, Robert Sheen had absolutely nowhere to go here. We do have a couple drivers who did come down pit road, I believe, to get a couple fast repairs done. Let me take a look here. And while we are under this caution, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go through and we're going to show you the upcoming schedule for the Monday FUNDAY Variety Series for the Average Joe Sim Racing League. Next week, we're going to pull out our Delara Indy cars and head over to Dover, but we're getting ready to go back green flag racing. And we'll pull that back up here when the time comes under the next caution, as these drivers are going to go ahead and start hooking it 3 wide already, as we got a battle here for the second spot between Michael Boyd and Brady Zoller, as they will dive down here into turn number 3. Right now Bowler has it, but Boyd wants it, as they will continue to drag race around this speedway. Absolute beautiful racing. It looks like Michael Boyd, he will overtake it there on the top part of the track, as they will come through turns 3 once here again. Let's zoom out just a little bit here and get some action back here further on in the back. It's the 73 machine. I think it's the 73 machine. Well, we got the 78 here of Jay Rushing. He's having a great day, trying to make his way back towards the front. That number 92 of Josh Westendorf, absolutely such a shiny, shiny race car for that number 92 machine. Now it looks like everybody pretty much is, for the most part, has gotten themselves single file. As we're going to come up here to the race lead. Oh, we do got trouble here on the back straightaway. That's going to be Wayne Graves in that number 07 machine. Let's come back here and take a look, see what happened. Oh no, we're going to need to come back just a little bit further than that. Just that little kink on the back straightaway, sometimes that will feed into these drivers and jump you sideways. So these drivers really got to pay attention to that if they want to keep their cars nice and straight. And while we are back under this caution here, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a look at that schedule once again. So next week we will change out these cars for the Dallara IndyCar, and then we're going to come back with the 87s at Auto Club. And then to round out March, we're going to go dirt racing in the NASCAR trucks. That's going to be an absolute fun. And then we're going to get rid of the trucks. We're going to bring out the FIA Cross Car at Charlotte, and then bring out the mini stocks at Charlotte. So we've got a lot of good racing still to come. And then to round out April, once we that will round out your first half of the season. And then we're going to start the second part of the season at Watkins Glen in the Indy cars. So again, you guys got really good fun racing coming up here for the next bit for the FUNDAY, or for the Monday FUNDAY series right here on Sensational TV. And let me tell you what, right now Michael Boyd, he is absolutely having a sensational day in that number 21 1934 Ford, as he's already come up from that 5th spot to take over your race lead from Nolan McClurg. And while we were watching all that action, let's go ahead and come back here. Let me see if I can find, let's see. Yep, now we're gonna go back here and see that pass for the race lead. As you see, Nolan, he got up into the outside wall there, and that allowed Michael Boyd to take over the race lead, as we're going back green flag racing right here at Concord. Michael Boyd, Nolan McClurg, bring him to the green flag, and here comes Brady Zoller. He is looking to take over that second spot in that number 18, but not able to fully get down there to make a good run here. But here comes Nolan McClurg. He's trying to run the outside around Boyd, but not able to get there, as he will now make his way single file here. And we do have another caution out. We got 2 cars up into the outside. Oh, one is up and over. That's the 00 of Robert Sheen. He will go ahead and come back down, but I believe he possibly blew his engine. No, he just revved up his tires there. Robert Sheen and that 00 machine absolutely just going for a wild ride down the back straightaway. And let's ride on board here with Robert Sheen. Coming here out of down the front straightaway, giving plenty of room. Oh, hold on to it. The Robert Day, I think that is in the 78, up on the wall, and then just up and over, back down on all fours. Absolutely crazy. And that was Jay rushing, I'm sorry, in that number 78 machine. And it looked like the 06 of David Forge also got a little piece of the action here. Yeah, the 06 there up in the wall. And that is all she wrote there for the 00 Robert Sheen. Remember, these drivers, they do have one fast repair to their name, so these drivers got to really make sure that they use it at the correct time, because they don't want to use it way too early. Alrighty. The lights are off on the iRacing.com pace car. So that means we're going to go back green flag racing right here at Concord. Michael Boyd, Brady Zoller will bring the field to the green flag. And so far, from what it seems, is it's always been, well, anybody's restart, because we've seen not only Michael Boyd make a good run, but we've also seen Nolan make good runs here as well. Michael Boyd out to a really good jump here, as there's really good action behind them, and the 5 is around. Big contact here in the back. Caution is out. And it's going to be Justin Day in that number 10 getting caught up along with John Sheen. As you see, John Sheen making contact there with that number 70 machine. And that just makes it so that that number 10 of Justin Day have absolutely nowhere to go. Oh, he got more contact there from that 80 machine of Jonathan Day. And right there, that's just going to put Justin Day in a very horrible spot there. So definitely very unfortunate for some of these drivers. And let's go back, watch it full speed. So John Sheen down on pit road getting service done to his car. Justin Day as well in for All Day Racing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are working lap number 41 of this event. So we're slowly approaching the halfway point of today's race, which we are going for a total of 85 laps here at Concord. Couple of sponsors up top that we would like to give a big shout out to. Speed Nation, thank you for your continued support here on Sensational TV. Of course, we want to thank Down the Rabbit Hole podcast. Make sure you scan that QR code at the bottom of the screen to listen to all sorts of conspiracy theories and everything else like that. Michael Boyd kind of jumping a little bit there. We also want to thank Z Accelerated Driver Training All right, into the restart zone, and we are green flag racing here once again at Concord. Oh, that time Michael waited until the very last second, but that allowed Brady Zoller. Oh, big caution in the back already. Jay Rushing involved in this one here as well. And Brian Cook. So let's go back, take another quick look, see what happened here. That's actually back here in the back of the field. Oh, the 78 just got driven into by Brian Cook. Jay was letting everybody try to figure it all out, but Brian Cook just came in a little hot there. And I'm sure there's a couple drivers here that's not going to be quite too happy. We also want to thank SDT Simulator Driver Training. Trading all the up-and-coming drivers in not only the virtual world but the real world as well, so definitely go take a look at them as well. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna line them up and we're gonna do it all over again as we are coming to complete lap number 47 as we have crossed over into our halfway point. Michael Boyd, Brady Zoller. I'm pretty sure I'll get that pronunciation later on today if I'm pronouncing it wrong. And into the restart zone. And we are green flag racing once again here at Concord. This time Zoller got a really good run on that outside lane. He's going to try to take over the race lead out of turn number 2. Not able to get out there just yet, but he's still holding on very strong to that outside lane. But here comes that number 11 of Isaiah Adams, your points leader. Oh, huge trouble here in the back. Big trouble. 5, 6, 7 cars involved. The 000 is involved here. Robbie Holzhauser, Nolan McClurg, Rain Graves, Brian Cook, Ryan McClurg, John Sheen, Jay Rushing, Michael Ware. They all had to slow down to avoid the crashing drivers back there. Let's come back here and take a look, see what happened. Oh, the 16 got up on the 06 just a little bit, and then just pure chaos unfolded from there.
Or something like that,
yeah, right there. That's where the contact in the 92 got into the 16 just a little bit, and that caused pure chaos behind them. Ryan McClurg, he got hard onto the brakes to miss, but unfortunately he was not able to avoid it. That 00 machine, let's go ahead and ride on board with him as they're coming up on it. Slowing, thought he got it cleared, and then he just gets tapped by that spinning machine. Very unfortunate there for
do you have the link for this one?
For that 000 Michael Ware. So we got more drivers down here on pit road getting some repairs done. Nolan McClurg, possibly one of the fastest guys out here on track, needing to get a fast repair done on his machine. Robert Sheen, he's down here on pit road as well in that 00. Yeah, it looks like he's got a pretty good amount of damage there on his machine, so Oops, sorry guys. Let me go get the one I'm trying to get here. Here we go. Well, we were gonna go green flag last time by, but the officials called it off. Blake Hewlett and that number 73, he currently has a black flag for something. Not sure exactly what that could be for, but the lights are off on the iRacing.com pace car.
Carl, I hate you.
And we're gonna go back green flag racing here at Concord. Into the restart zone, Michael Boyd waited till the last second last time, and he's gonna do it again. But Isaiah Adams not able to get a good run there. I'm sorry, Brody Zoller wasn't able to get a good run there, but Isaiah Adams, he's gonna quickly overtake for that second spot as they come, and caution's back out here once again for
Yeah, I like it.
Wayne Graves, maybe?
I like the car too.
Let's take a look here, because he was the last one to come into view. Yep. He just lost it trying to keep it nice and steady down on the inside. Pretty simple mistake. You know, this turn 2 is really biting a lot of these drivers. You know, it may look like a very simple kink on a racetrack, but this track, there's just something about turn 2. And let's go ahead and right on board here with Michael Boyd as they do come into turn 2. It's very bumpy down here on the inside of this track, and there's kind of like a little, it's not very noticeable, but there's a dip like halfway through that that kink on the backstretch, and that is absolutely what is upsetting a lot of these drivers coming through that section of the track. So a lot of drivers, they got to really buckle it down and try to be nice and easy there on that back straightaway, not to allow those drivers to turn sideways. Alrighty, we should come back around to get the one to go signal this time. Yeah, it looks like we got the one to go signal, and it looks like the officials have decided this is going to be a single file restart. This is to help make sure that these drivers can get going without any issues. So this is probably a really good call here by the Average Joe's Racing officials, as we now going to get these drivers lined up single file out of turn number 4. Michael Boyd will bring them to the green flag, and we are green flag racing here once again, as everybody is making it down the back straightaway just nice and easy now. But now we've got some good side-by-side races starting to brew up here in the front, as it looks like we have Brian Day in that number 70 machine trying to work outside, and we got trouble in the back once again. One car up in the air. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. One car is upside down again, and that's going to be the 10 of Justin Day going for a wild ride out of turn number 3. And this one here, I believe it started off here. No, they were trying to slow down to avoid, and here comes that number 92, and yeah, just a lot of drivers just going for a crazy wild ride here. Ugh. A lot of hard hits there, and that 92 going up in the air. And I think that's the 17 or the 80. Yeah, it might have been the, oh, that's the 07 that helped get that number 10 machine upside down. And so let's come back here and let's ride on board here with Wayne Graves. Oh no, that wasn't Wayne Graves. Then who was it that helped the 10 get upside down?
I'm just picking up.
Well, let's go back here and that's that number 43 of Ryan McClurg, who helped get Justin Day upside down. Well, we're going to single file them up here once again. We're going to try this again here on lap number 63. We are quickly approaching the 20 to go mark. And into the restart zone, we are green flag racing once again here at Concord. So far, everybody seems to be holding their own for this lap, as we now got a battle brewing back here for that 6th spot, or this 8th spot back here, I rather say. Nolan McClurg in that number 16 is trying to make his way back towards the front of this field as he's trying to work the outside of that number 10 of Justin Day. A little bit sideways there, but he's able to hold on to it. He will finally get around Justin Day, and now he's got Jonathan Day in his sights in that number 80 machine. Nolan McClurg just absolutely... Oh, hold on to it, Nolan. Caution. Nolan McClurg was making really good progress there, but got down onto the apron, and that is just what looped him around. And let's go ahead and ride on board here with Nolan. If you watch here on that right hand side, you're going to see him get down onto the yellow line and below it, and actually he got a little bit loose before he actually got down there. So he probably just fed it down into the corner a little too hard there, and that's what caused him to get sideways to begin with. Alrighty, the lights are off on the iRacing.com pace car, and we've had a couple better restarts, so we're going to go ahead and keep them single file, it looks like. Michael Boyd out front, pace car is off. Isaiah Adams in that 2nd spot Isaiah Adams, your current points leader here for the Average Joe's Sim Racing League, and out of turn number 4. And we are green flag racing once again here at Concord. A couple of drivers are ready to start trying to make their way towards that outer lanes. And that's going to be the 80 machine of Jonathan Day looking to try to make something happen. But here comes now Brian Day. He's looking on the inside of David Forch in that number 06 machine. I'm sorry, that was the 51 Stephen Blevins. I'm sorry. But here comes David Forch on the inside of Brian Day. David Forch, he has to fight his way all the way up to that 5th spot after early mishaps, as he is looking to try to make it. Isaiah Adams gets sideways on out of turn 1. Hold on to it, Isaiah. He's around here on turn 2, and that's going to bring out our yellow flag for the 12th time.
What's wrong with you?
Very strong run for Isaiah Adams, and just like that, it got turned sideways. Let's come back here and take a look as we ride on board here with Isaiah. Oh, he had a little bit of help there from that number 18 machine, and he was just not able to hold on to it. So let's go back here and see the initial contact. Whoops. And then just down on that apron, and the transition just absolutely sent him sideways. So we're going to line these guys up, and we're going to do it all over again as we are working lap number 76, coming to start lap 77. Down the rabbit hole is one of these sponsors here for the Average Joe's Sim Racing League. They currently have 22 videos over on YouTube. The first one is the suspicious nature of the assassination attempt on President Trump. And not only that, we have post-election reflections, citizens versus a town council. And the latest, or one of the latest ones, was alien UFOs. And so I mean, they've got a lot of cool, broadcasts here. As we go back green flag racing here at Concord, they get a little bit of a stack up here further back in the field, as they are quickly back side by side racing, as they are going to attempt to go 3 wide here into turn 3, but they'll go ahead and get themselves sorted all out, as we've got caution in front. Wayne Graves, he's having issues here out of turn number 2, and it looks like the 000 of Michael Ware also involved, and Brad G in that number 7 was involved here as well. So let's come back here, take a look, see what happened. The 07 just dove down hard into the corner, and that's all she wrote for those couple drivers right there.
be saved by the cops.
Alrighty. So back to Down the Rabbit Hole. One of my favorite ones that they did was episode 19, Paranormal Encounters. Definitely go and listen to that one. The Mandela Effect was another good episode. So you guys definitely don't go and not think about this. So just head over to YouTube. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, Down the Rabbit Hole podcast. You're going to see a QR code pop up on your screen here in just a moment, and you can see all of the, or listen to all of the good conspiracy theories out there, and they try to break it all down for you. So definitely listen to them as well. As we are getting ready to go back green flag racing, Michael Boyd, Brady Zoller, they will bring the field back to the green flag. David Forch back up to that third spot. And Stephen Blevins up into that fourth spot now. As we are going to go back green flag racing, big stack up behind. Hold on to it, gentlemen. Really good job at paying attention back there as they go three wide. Big, huge trouble. The 07 rides up on the wall. Hard hit. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars involved. The 92 hard into the outside wall. That's Josh Westendorf. Brian Cook, Wayne Graves, Stephen Linger, Nolan McClurg once again involved in a issue here on the front straightaway. And just like that, all mayhem takes way. And Nolan McClurg, he actually had a very hard hit to that outside wall. So let's go ahead and ride on board here with that number 16 of Nolan McClurg. Thinking he was all nice and clear. The next thing you know, he's heading towards that outside wall. Just an absolutely incredible hit for that driver there. Josh Westendorf here as well. Let's take a look here. Thinking he almost got, he's the one who got down into McClurg. Oof. Couple really hard hits there for some of these drivers. All right, the lights are out on the iRacing.com pace car once again, as we're looking to get this race here finished up, as we are definitely into overtime. And we are going back green flag, which should be now for the last time here. Michael Boyd out to a really good lead. David Forch working strong on that outside lane. He's looking to overtake for that race lead, not able to do anything with it just yet. Down now to turn 2. Here comes David Forch. He's looking to the inside of the number 21 machine. Slight contact. He gets it straight again. White flag is out. Now it's anybody's race. Everybody's crashing on the front straightaway. Brian Day in that number 10 machine, or that 70 machine. He is going to get away as everybody else is stuck on the front straightaway. Yes, he is literally the only one still driving away here down the front straightaway. Brian Day, he is absolutely going to steal this race. But here comes the battle for a second. The 21 into the wall. Michael Boyd hard into the wall, followed by Stephen Blevins. More contact. Wow, wow, wow. What a way to finish this race out of turn number 3, coming to the white flag. Yeah, Zach O'Reilly, yes, the white flag was absolutely crazy. We are going to definitely be going back and try to dissect exactly everything that just happened there on that white flag. Let me get back to it here real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Let me try to get a good view of this here. All right. Let's speed it up just a little bit here. So it all started with the 06, David Forch getting into somebody. As you see that 43 already looping it, they're already crashing back here into turn 4, or coming out of turn 3, I should say. So the 06 hard into the outside wall. You know, I don't even know who to pay attention to. One car almost going up and over the pit wall, and you still have cars just come piling in. The whole entire road is blocked. I think at this point, oh, the 00, he is upside down for a second time here today. This is just all calamity down here in turn number 1. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna watch calamity all happen right here. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Here they come out of turn number 3. Man, that 51 machine got major air here. He's up on his side. The 7 comes plowing in, gets the 11 up in the air. The 00 coming here. Yeah, like, I don't even know how to watch this. Okay, I lied. We're gonna go up in the blip. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? 17 cars. That very well could be 17 cars we count. Let's see. We got the 06 there. Out of, so we already have action going on back here in turn number 3 on the exit. You got 2 cars getting sideways there, but this is the ones that we're definitely watching here. As you see that 06 machine get sideways. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brian Day sneaking by. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Cars. So 13 cars here. But let's go back here just a little bit. And who was this over here? Was this? I think it was the 43. Yeah, so he gets sideways here. So there's an extra 1, 2, 3, 4 cars involved here. And then just all pure chaos. Oh, look at some of these hard hits here. And I am going to go back here. And we are going to ride on board with Brian Day through the wreck. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he actually got rear-ended there. Oh, man. As you just see the pure chaos behind him. Just absolutely crazy, ladies and gentlemen. And to the checkered flag, it was going to be Brian Day. Before we go talk to them, let's go ahead and take a look here at your race results. Brian Day brought it home first. He led only one lap today, which was the lap that counted. Michael Boyd brought it home second. Stephen Blevins will bring it home third. Nolan McClure fought his way back up into that fourth spot. Stephen Linger, fifth. Brady Zoller will bring it home sixth. Brian Cook, seventh. Robbie Holshauser will bring it home eighth. Josh Westendorf, ninth. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be David Forch. Wayne Graves, Justin Day, Jay Rushing, John Sheen, and Michael Ware. Blake Hewlett will bring it home 16th. Jonathan Day will bring home 17th. Ryan McClurry 18th. Isaiah Adams 19th. And 20th is going to be Brad G. And rounding out your field is going to be Robert Sheen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and talk with our top 3 drivers. If they are down here waiting for me, which I hope they are. If you're not, well, hurry up and get it down up in here, because your fans want to hear from you on your day here. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's see who we've got access to here today. Let's go ahead and bring up Stephen Blevins in that number 51 machine. Oh. Stephen Blevins, this is Mike up at the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Steve, where to begin with all 3 of you guys? That last lap was probably the most chaotic, jaw-dropping thing I have ever experienced as a broadcaster. Well, I guess I'm going to just start from the beginning. First and foremost, how was that number 51 car for you here today? And what were your thoughts coming out of turn 4 on the final lap? or coming to the final lap?
You know, I don't know. Man, car was loose and it was fun. I really couldn't get up to these guys here, but, you know, I was just like hoping they would get together and what would happen, and I could snake through that hole. And I seen the hole, but I don't know if I cut Justin's nose off or what. But next thing I know, I'm doing a front flip. I'm landing back facing the right way, and I see the one car through it. I'm like, I got a chance still. Oh, man.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, like I said, you know, you had to just turn around, you know, get your foot back into it and, you know, pray for the remainder of the lap. And let me tell you what, that was just an absolute fun finish to the day. Next week, we're going to bring out our Dallara, I believe it's the Indy cars, over to Dover. What's your thoughts about this?
That was my idea before I realized we were going to have so many people in this the Monday Variety League. So I don't know. We need to make some adjustments, I think, because it's super fun to drive, but I don't know with 30 people, or I don't know how that's going to go.
Well, I mean, all I could say is I think we are going to be in for an absolute treat. I'm really excited for it. I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely excited for it. I'm stoked. But before I let you go, buddy, is there anybody that you would like to give a shout out to before we let you go today?
Yeah, man. Shout out you guys putting on the league, or the stream. Jay and Brian putting on the league. Family let me do this, and the team in Queen City, even though Terrence didn't show up. But anyway, see you guys next week.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, congratulations again on your 3rd place finish, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be Stephen Blevins, driver of that number 51 machine. Now, let's go ahead and bring up Michael Boyd, driver of that number 21 machine. Michael, this is Mike up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yeah.
Michael, what an incredible day for you. You've had your definitely an up and down day here at Concord. What were your thoughts, throughout the whole entire race with the up and down, and then talk us what you experienced coming to the white flag?
So throughout the race, I was really focused on, pit strategy. I didn't know what I was gonna do because we were gonna have to pit, but we ended up having so many cautions I was able to, clutch in, save fuel. And then with maybe 30 to go, I started thinking about tires, paying for tires, and I just thought it wasn't worth the track position. And I seen Isaiah behind me, and that's when I really started thinking about tires because he had about 16 newer tires than me, and he ended up spinning. So that's when I kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna stay out, and I stayed out, and it ended up working for a little bit. Got to the green white checkered. I knew David was gonna be a problem, and I was kind of nervous for that. I went earlier in the box than I was. Then he dived bomb me. I tried squeezing him, and he just came up. I mean, there's nothing I could have done about that. I don't know how I kept it going though. I mean, I was 360. I did 360. I was facing the opposite way, and I was just the first one to get going, other than Brian. He just went straight clean through.
Yeah, I'm still absolutely impressed on how Brian even did that, man. But yeah, I mean, you came back strong, facing the wrong way, and just kind of like what Steven said before, you just have to kick it back into high gear and get going before anybody else, and that's definitely what you did in that number 21 machine. And next week we're gonna head over to Dover and the Indy cars. What's your thoughts on that? Because that's definitely going to be a very unique combination.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't really got a chance to get in and drive those cars at that track yet, but my teammates were talking about it, and they said, that they get around there about 200 miles an hour. So I mean, you wreck there, you're gonna wreck. So my main idea going into there is play it safe and just try to avoid the wrecks. But it's gonna be pretty hard going 200 miles an hour. Those older Indy cars are a lot of fun though.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And Mike, before I let you go today, buddy, is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, Burton's Automotive, W, Full Send Media, Rabbit Hole Racing for giving me a spot on the team this season, Cody Rittner Racing, and my friends and family watching, and you guys up in the booth for doing this broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's definitely my pleasure to do this for you guys. And well, Mike, congratulations on your second place finish, and we'll see you next week in Dover.
Thank you. I'll see you next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, driver of that number 21 machine, Michael Boyd. Let's go ahead and bring up your luckiest race driver like ever, Brian Day, driver of that number 70 machine. Brian, first and foremost, how was your day leading up to coming to the white flag?
I would say my day was trying to be consistent and trying to stay out of trouble. But you said lucky. How much skill does it take to go through a crash like that and come out, without even a touch? Got to take some skill, right?
Yeah, probably.
No, I agree. That was the luckiest I've ever been ever, and I'll take it. It's my first win ever in one of these leagues, and I'm super excited, and I can't wait to celebrate with the boys. Our
Yeah.
whole team was up there pretty good. We were top 10, top 5 there for a little while. All three of us, and Josh was probably in the top 10. So our whole team was doing excellent today. It's really kind of sucks that they got caught up in that crash, and I wish all of us the seas could have parted for all of us, but hey, I'd take it.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a very fun one to watch for sure. Next week, we're going to be heading over to Dover and the Indy cars. What's your thoughts about that
Wow.
combination?
It should be interesting. I've never even drove an Indy car, so we'll see how that goes. So that's the great thing about these leagues like this. You get to try out a whole bunch of different things, and you can see what you're good at and what you're not, and who's the best all around driver at the end.
Yeah, definitely. And we're very excited to get you guys over to Dover. And before I let you go today, Brian, is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my wife, Cher. I know she's watching. She watches every week, and any other family members that are watching. But she's the most reliable as far as that goes, and I appreciate it, and I love you, baby.
Absolutely. Well, Brian, congratulations on your wicked win today. Congratulations on your first win here. Well, I guess in any league, I guess, and can't wait to see what you can do in the IndyCars next week when we head to Dover.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for broadcasting and doing a great job. Thank you.
Yes, sir. It's my absolute pleasure. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be your race winner, driver of that number 70 machine of Brian Day. Let me go ahead and try to toss you down. Beautiful. There it goes. Alrighty, so Brian Day, driver of that number 70 machine, will bring home your race win here today. Ladies and gentlemen, what a wicked race that we got to experience here today. Definitely coming to the white flag, you know, that was absolutely something else. And, man, I don't even know what else to say about that. But a huge congrats to Brian Day, as he will go ahead and snag that race win out of turn. As he snags the race win coming down the front straightaway. As you take one last look here at the pure chaos that we experienced here on the final lap. Let's go ahead and fast forward here just a little bit. And this right here was just absolute pure chaos. Coming home for the this was pretty much just pure chaos here. But ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself and everybody here at Sensational TV, we want to thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in, and we do hope that you have yourself a beautiful rest of your day. And but yeah, you have yourself a wonderful and a sensational time zone. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what you do in life, you have fun doing it. If it's not fun, ladies and gentlemen, you go and make it fun. And until next time, I'm Mike Taylor. Have yourself a great time zone.
Sensational TV YouTube channel. Don't fucking miss it.